this is Alan. He's such a dear boy. Oh, this is Jeffy. He's so full of fun. Oh, this is Anya. Isn't she just the sweetest thing? And this is their new friend, Smedley. They're giving him a party. It's his coming out party. Oh, the children are having such fun. They're laughing and laughing. And it all began here, one foggy winter's evening.
1971. Oh. He ought to be ripe. It's party time. It's the shank of the evening. My friend Orville and I are having cocktails in 10 minutes at my island cottage.
Alan, you're not really going to take that thing back to the cottage.
I, Alan, take this body.
Yeah, and welcome to it. You deserve everything you're getting.
There's no business like show business like...
And I think, in time, we may get even closer. I'm going to take your scraps and feed them to my dog. Well, that's all right. Just keep a stiff upper lip.
Oh, yes, they had such a wonderful time. They laughed and laughed and laughed. That is, until Orville's friends dropped in. Then they screamed and screamed and screamed. Oh, yes, the children had such a lovely time. It's too bad nobody ever told them children shouldn't play with dead things.
Classic. Just classic. I think it was like the first movie I saw in a drive-in. I don't know how old. I was young. You know? It was crazy. But that was the first movie that just, I don't know. The craziest movie anyways that I can remember seeing in a drive-in theater. And it's a classic Bob Clark flick. Before Bob Clark became very popular. That and another one I like from him is Death Dream. About the Vietnam vet who was, reported to be dead. His parents were told that he was dead and he showed up alive, but now he wasn't really alive. He started to show really, really weird sort of attributes, and he really wasn't. I think his name was Alan. Was it Alan in the movie? Bob Allen or so. I don't know. It's been such a long time since I've seen that movie, so I don't know. Just thought I'd play the trailer. It was it's been a while since I watched the movie, so let's see here. Okay, I was supposed to. Yeah, if anybody wants to join me, by all means, the links there. I'll pin it to the top so you guys can all see it, I suppose. And there we go. Somebody would like to join, by all means, join me. I've got my coffee. If you call Starbucks coffee. When was the storm? What storm? Did I say storm? Which storm are you referring to? Oh, how was this storm? Sorry, dyslexia. Which storm? Couple days ago, there was an electrical storm. A couple days ago, it wasn't too bad. It rained a lot. It wasn't as bad as they were thinking it was going to be. They basically said it was going to be intense. There was some areas that flooded northeast of here. Yeah. It wasn't that bad at all. A little bit of rain, nothing much. It wasn't the day before was worse. Was worse, definitely. There was no doubt about that. Yesterday's was just a little bit of rain and that was it. Here anyways, it was just like nothing. But a couple days ago, on Monday, I believe, it was pretty intense at times. And like I said, north of here and northeast of here really got hit pretty bad. There was some flooding in certain areas. So it was kind of, but here just rain. Well, probably south, and it might be coming here. I don't know. I haven't really looked at the. Hold on, let me look at the radar. As far as I know, there's his system. If it was to hit here, it would probably be sometime today, and I think they're calling for some rain today. But let me look at the radar. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah. I can see near punches. The system that he got, I don't know if we're going to get. But there's one rolling across that's looking pretty intense. I don't know if you guys could see this. Hold on, let me just and if you can see that, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Barely, right? But this system here, most likely, if it drops down a bit, will hit us, and it might affect us to a certain point. But this system here, I think, is the one that hit punches. I don't think it's going to hit us. At least it doesn't look that way. Let me see on the other radar how they sort of. Yeah, the other radar, it looks like it's slow moving, the one that hit punches. And like, here you go. See again, right down there at the bottom. I'm trying to right down there. That it punches. So I don't think that might travel out to the west coast, or sorry, east coast. I don't think it's going to hit me up here. I'm up here just above the Lake Ontario. Actually, in between Lake Ontario and Lake Erie, right there. But we do have a system coming around. It doesn't look so intense on this. I mean, it looks pretty bad, but nothing major as in terms of what punches might have got. But let me look at the forecast again. I've been paying attention. Okay, so they're saying this afternoon, possible thunderstorm, 40% nothing. Thursday, it looks like we will get hit pretty bad. 70% Thunderstorms, 5 to 10 millimeters of rain. That's not too bad. So, I mean, it doesn't look like we're going to get in anything major in the next few days. Just uh, some rain, nothing major. Anyhow, yeah. I didn't see what Punches was talking about with his storm, or did I? I don't remember. He's had so many storms down there, so it's like hard to keep track of what's going on down his way. Hey, Tim. Hey, Rick. By the way, I didn't say hi. Hi. And for some reason, hold on a sec. Let me see. I must something. Yeah, I thought so. Hold. Give me a sec here, guys. Something looked a little weird. There we go. That's better. Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, I just figured I'd come on here. Last night I was going to go on Twitter and have a watch party for Creature from Black Lake. Unfortunately, I passed out. I was burnt out yesterday. So I don't know. Maybe tonight. I don't know. I was up pretty early again today, so I don't know. Maybe tonight I might do it. Like I said, if you're following me on Twitch. Did I say Twitter? No, on Twitch. If you're following me on Twitch, you'll get a notification. If you're not, thank you. It's I went for a nice run this morning and didn't feel like getting the dome all burnt again. It's gotten burned quite a few times this year, and that's it's insane. You like it though, eh? Isn't it nice and fashionable? uh, but it's just it goes with my nice fashionable free advertising for Starbucks. I'm not much of a coffee drinker. I used to drink coffee quite a bit, and then I gave it up. So I will drink. Here we go. The odd vanilla latte. But you know what? This time of the year, well, coming up the fall, I'm a sucker for pumpkin spice. Yeah, I am. I'll yeah. Um I'm a sucker for it. Yeah. I prefer to go for smaller. I don't like Starbucks on a regular basis. I prefer to go with something a little more local, a little bit more tastier. Because as far as I'm concerned, Starbucks doesn't really have a good taste. I'm not a big fan of their coffee, and I don't know, just don't like their coffee. So if I was drinking coffee, a regular coffee drinker, I don't think, excuse me, I would be drinking it. So let me see here. Yeah. So, anyways, okay. Let me. Yeah. Uh, exactly. uh, so I will go on a little longer here this morning. What the hell? I don't have to go into work until later this afternoon. So I figured I'd come on here. See what everybody's up to. It says there's 5 people in watching or whatever. No, that's hey Frank, that's the nocturnal frequency Twitch here. I'll put mine out there. Hold on, give me a sec here. I'm horrible for remembering the link for. I just put it together too. You know what I mean? Let me see. Hold on. Flying. Hey, Lady Lucifer, how are you? And Frank, it's good to see you. Okay, oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong chat. Sorry, Lady Lucifer's not with us. Oh, that's hilarious. Hold on, I'm getting my Twitch. I don't know where the hell I put it. And you think I'd remember the login? Probably not. Hold on, give me a sec here. I hate the multi-faceted process you have to go. Let me just see. That's probably not. I figured. Let's see if that works. No. Come on. Oh, this is going to take longer than I thought. I'll screw it. Zombies. Hold on. I'll show you. Hold on. I found it. I gotta figure out how to log into it again. Anyways, here it is here. There it is. Anyone want to join me, by all means. Links pinned to the top. I'm gonna be here for a little bit anyways. And like I said, I'll probably do a watch party this evening. Hopefully, maybe if I do this, hold on. It's probably like this. Yeah, worked. Let me just. Sorry, guys. It was driving me nuts. So, okay. Come on, they gave me a code. It's the wrong code. That's the right code. Oh. I have to clear my cache. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so anyways, yeah, on that one that I posted in chat is my personal Twitch. And I might do a watch party tonight around 9:30, 10, somewhere around there. If you guys are still awake and alive there over across the pond, join me. Yeah, probably a creature from Black Lake might be playing. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to play that one or not. But it is awesome. Really cool flick. I don't know if you guys have ever seen. I think Tim said he had seen it, or he was saying that he was his favorite one was the what is it? The Boggy Creek creature. The creature from what is it? I'm getting all mixed up here. What is it? Yeah, about 2 a.m. I think hold on. Yeah, The Legend of Boggy Creek. It's a cool flick. Yeah, I like Boggy Creek too. I thought it was pretty cool. Again, when they restore them though, I don't know. I like them. They're pretty cool and everything, but I find that when they restore them. You kind of lose that nostalgia with a lot of these movies. I find, anyways. Yeah, there was a Boggy Creek too, which was horrible. It was horrible. It was. I like horrible flicks, but that was horrible in comparison to the original. Like, because the original obviously followed like the story, the one story that apparently happened in real life. The second one, yeah, Humanoids is a great flick. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Even Creature from Black Lake is on YouTube too. I think it's on. You know what? I don't even think you'd be able. I don't even think you'd get a copyright claim on it. Yeah, on Betamax. Holy shit! Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go, Betamax. Wow, that's a while ago, Tim. But yeah, yeah. I like I said, I remember it on VHS, and it was the best. It was the best. It was so cool, and it just gave you that. There's one. I'm trying to remember the name of it now. There was one movie that was kind of like it, but it was on the abominable snowman, like a Bigfoot snow creature sort of dude. And I can't remember the name of the movie. I know I have the movie somewhere, but it was so realistic. It's so cheesy, but so realistic. It was creepy as shit. I remember it used to creep the shit out of me when I watched it when I was a kid. You know, kind of like when I always think of the $6 million man, I always revert back to the Bigfoot two-parter. That was awesome. Probably my favorite episodes. The first episode, Andre the Giant played Bigfoot, and then the second one, I can't remember. It wasn't Andre the Giant; it was somebody else. House was another film. Yeah, House was pretty cool. I haven't seen House in eons. It's been a long time since I've seen House. One movie I absolutely always watch this time of the year. Actually, there are two movies. Well, there's a whole bunch of movies, obviously, that I sort of watch annually every time around this time of the year, because I always have like a horror fest in tribute to my friend who passed away in 2001. Pat, him and I were huge. Yeah, Bionic Bigfoot. Yep. Uh, we were big, horror movie buffs. We'd go to video stores and rent all these horror flicks, copy them, and buy them whenever we could. And when he passed away, his father wanted me to take his collection, so I still have his collection. I still have my collection, and let me say, it's huge. It's huge. I don't even think. Let me see if I got something and just give you an idea what the collection's like. Hold on. I don't think I have video. I may though, somewhere to give you an idea what it's like. I don't think I ever took video of it. Nope, I did not take video of it, but I'm sure I got it somewhere. I know hold on, let's see. The stuff was cool. That was a cool flick. Okay, let's see here. Go to mine. And then I used to do a thing on TikTok, Microwave Massacre. Holy shit. Pumpkinhead was classic. Lance Hendrickson, I absolutely love Lance Hendrickson. Let's see if I can get this. Hold on. Oh, save, yeah. Download. And just to give you an idea of what it was like. I don't know if I can. Hold on. Sorry guys, I just okay, maybe I don't. It's okay. Okay, hold on, let's just see here. Must be downloading still. I don't know. Oh, still just saving. Razorback, yeah, that was cool. Oh, fuck. Cujo. Let me see. Email. Oh, that's not gonna work. Holy shit. Maybe it will. I don't know. I don't know if this will work. And why am I going through these great lengths? Okay, it's working. I think it is. Well, let's see if it shows up. If it shows up, I'll show you guys just to give you an idea. Raw. Oh, Rick, man, don't do this to me. Oh, Italian giallos are the best. I fucking love them, man. I used to run a webzine years ago called Cinema Nocturna, the underbelly of film, and we covered a lot of Italian giallos and a lot of Spanish horror, a lot of stuff that people at that time were like, "Ooh, this is incredible." But yeah, Italian giallos. We had so many people on the webzine, interviewed them that were part of Cinema Nocturna. I even got to interview Dario Argento. I think it was 2007. 2007. I got to interview him one-on-one, which was really cool. One of my favorite directors by far. I got to interview him, and we were talking about a lot about Suspiria to be, but yeah, nothing yet. I guess it's still coming through. I think it maybe hopefully it's not too big. I don't think it's too large. Okay, it's too big. Too big. Oh, well, can't show you. Oh, no. Well, I could. Hold on. Give me a sec. It's not really. Not. I should download it, but it won't download. Let me just see. Hold on. Fuck it. Yeah. I've got a few on vinyl, Rick. I have God, so much. I became friends with speaking of music and Goblin, who scored a lot of Dario's earlier films. I became friends with Maurizio, who lives over here in Canada now. He has been for a while. He's been on the show are on Nocturnal Frequency Radio a couple times. Had Claudio Simonetti on years ago as well. Barbara McNulty, who was Olga in Suspiria. She was on the show. I've had so many people on the show in relations to Italian giallos and scoring. You know, primarily Goblin. Oh yeah, okay, nice. Yeah, it. In fact, not really to do with Italian giallos, but I mean he's been in a couple Italian flicks. David Hess, who was on the show a couple times before he passed away. Okay, gotcha. You know, Death dies. Death walks at midnight. Death walks in high heels. There's so many who saw her die. There's so many classic Italian giallos. You know, it just could go on forever. You know, if you've never experienced an Italian giallo film, oh man, there's so many cool ones. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of lame ones. Don't get me wrong, but I still like the lame ones. You know, I do like the lame ones, as bad as they can be. I've enjoyed some pretty bad ones. But Rick, what would you say your favorite? Some of your favorites are giallo films. Okay, get rid of that. It's not coming through. I'm gonna give it a try one more time here. It's driving me nuts. Let's see. I'm going to save it. Oh, it's saved on here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll it. Maniac Cop is cool. Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's classic. Okay. Mr. Argento.
Hello. All right, Steve.
How you doing, man?
How you doing, man? Yeah, my lighting's really bad here. It's not exactly a professional studio, but there you go.
That's
here's a Thatcher's vintage, wonderful 7.4% cider. Salute to you.
Oh, you got a cider,
to all watching.
Oh, you got a cider, eh?
I'm getting a little bit of feedback.
I'm getting a little bit of feedback. Hold on.
Oh, wait a second. I'll put my headphones on.
Okay.
Is that better?
Oh, well, hopefully.
Does that work?
Yeah, that works. Perfect. Yeah, I hear you perfectly. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm just trying to adjust my volume, but it's no good, but whatever. I can just about hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
There we
one
go.
thing aside from the hilarious deaths and stuff.
Yeah.
Am I in another time warp or something or what? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Apart from the hilarious and imaginative deaths that always happen,
Yeah.
the soundtracks are all fantastic.
Oh yes, there's so many. Oh, so I could go on. And of course you're very familiar with them. There's and trying to find some of
Well,
them.
you know, I watch a chat. Yeah, they're out there. They're expensive, but a lot of them got reissued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
So maybe 20, 30 quid if you go to Discogs, which is a good vinyl research and purchasing site.
Yeah. Familiar with it, yes.
You know, that's a pretty good place to go for anything you want on vinyl. You might not be able to find anywhere else. It's like a global vinyl marketplace.
You know, I've been to a couple. The weirdest places, I swear to God, are flea markets. And I've gone into a couple flea markets that I know have some vinyl shops, and you know, I'll go in there, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, okay, this is incredible.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Vinyl flea markets. We have boot fairs over here. You get boot fairs over there, right?
Probably, yeah.
Car boot fairs, you know, they just turn up in a field and open the boots, and there's a whole load of stuff going cheap.
Oh,
you know?
Oh, they got tons of them.
Yeah. They're pretty good for you know, some bargains. But like you say, charity shops, all this kind of thing, well worth checking out.
So what are some of your favorite scores?
I was just trying to look it up because I forgot the name of the film, but it's a fantastic film. I'm just having to use my other phone here and see if I can find it. But there's a film called but the composer is a guy called Santucci.
Okay.
He's shortened to Chichi. That's his. You know, there's a lot of Brazilian musicians. They get known by one name.
Yeah.
The same with the Italian musicians, apparently. You know, they get nicknamed their name, and as it's so Chichi Santucci, pretty cool name. But he, let me just find out. He was. So I'm just having to do a bit of research on the side here. But there's some incredible soundtracks out there. And to be honest with you, right off the top of my head, like yourself, it's pretty hard to remember.
It is.
These details on ad lib, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, you know, it's just worth checking out. I was just writing in the comment section that there's a channel called Giallo Realm, which
and that's on YouTube.
Seems to have a whole load of. It's on YouTube and free to watch. Whole films, loads of them, all Italian giallo. So that's well worth checking out. They're packed full of Italian busty beauty babes, or whatever you might say, you know. And is the one that I'm on about, and I'll just try and find it here. It's got a guy who goes around with a kind of cloth mask and a black hat, a black cloth face and a black brimmed hat.
Okay.
And that has a Santucci soundtrack, which is really good. Let's try and find this before everyone gets bored and goes for their lunch.
I've already bored them. Don't worry.
I'll continue. Between us, we'll bore them to pieces, you know, in a comedy, giallo-like manner, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he's also got lots of.
That,
I'm sorry. Sure.
I was going to say.
I was going to say on Giallo Realm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, there's also lots and lots of soundtracks there as well. Whole soundtracks on Giallo Realm. So not only has he got the films, but he's got the soundtracks separately, you know, so you can just listen to them, and they're great for cooking, drinking, moseying around the house, doing a bit of cleaning, whatever, you know.
Oh yeah, okay. So I've just subscribed
Just
to it.
adjust
Yeah, that's
my.
cool.
This is the first time I've been on YouTube, so this is my cherry moment.
Wow. Well, it's cool
Yeah.
to finally meet you, man.
And you, Steve. Yeah, absolutely
Yeah.
brilliant. Yeah, respect to you. Respect, man.
Well, respect,
Really a pleasure to say hello.
and to you, man. I mean, you've been watching for a while now, so it's always nice to put a face to somebody who's been supporting the show and everything else. So that's cool, man. Thanks.
I thought it was about time I revealed my true identity.
Too bad you didn't have one of those balaclavas.
You can't keep them guessing forever. I am real, I'm not a robot. I'm not a bot.
So you're enjoying a nice strong
I'm not yet.
cider
Not
there?
yet. Not until. I certainly am. Once the WEF get their hands on me and force the brain injection, then there maybe a little bit of bot about me then. But steering clear of it for now. Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man. It's cool that you've enjoyed Giallos and the scores and stuff. It's always nice to meet somebody who's like-minded like that. Like I said, it's been years since I've enjoyed them. So.
Yeah. One thing I did have, which I've still got if a friend of mine hasn't sold it, which he may well have done. Anyway, as a friend of mine and myself, we went around all the video shops that were closing at the time. And this was, I guess, 2010, around about then. And they were selling every hard case, ex-rental, all the films they had for like 50p. All of these video rental shops,
Yeah.
And
I remember doing that many times, man. I remember doing that.
Well, this was this was like the major moment of acquisition,
Yeah.
Because of course, this is a one-off in a lifetime thing with these shops. They were going to close and they weren't going to reopen,
Yeah.
And we got a whole library of them, and they're stuck in some like a rental unit somewhere under his control now. I looked after these films for 7 years, and in the last 3 years, he's taken charge of looking after them. But what I wanted to say was I had a card, original Wicker Man.
Oh, no way.
With full version, not the shorter version, the full version with the sluggy, snaily climbing over each other and all that, and the extra song, Gently Johnny. So the extra day in the island.
Yeah.
And I have that, and apparently that's worth about, I don't know, 300 quid now or something.
I wouldn't doubt it,
so for a long time, I was watching the full version while other people were waiting for this DVD release with the full version on it,
That is so cool.
So that was that's my main prize, and hopefully it's still there. There we are. One second, I'll just put it down there. There we are.
I don't, hold on. Let me see if I can get this here, just to give you an idea. I mean, this is just a small sort of thing that I did on TikTok a while ago, and it's just a walkthrough of some of the vids I have. I don't know if it's going to play or not, but we'll see.
Cool. Yeah, play it. Yeah, brilliant.
That's and you'll great. You'll probably it's not going to play. Oh, we'll give it a try. No, I got
well, man. No.
But no.
Why don't you convert it in the background now, and then we can play it in a minute? Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Getting it set up here. There we go. And convert. And basically what I did was just pick out a flick from the library and showcase it, and just did a little thing, and I don't know. You get bored and you do stuff like this. I don't know, but
Yeah, man.
people seem to like it, so I don't know. Whatever. Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
All right,
that'd be great, man.
All right, let's see if this will play now. There we go. Here we go. Here we go.
It's looking good. Yeah, this is exactly like, yeah. This is exactly what happened when I acquired all these videos. Yeah, Dean's amazing. Halloween, fantastic. Just a great film. Yeah. I don't know that one.
Paul Nash.
Amazing.
Are you? Do you know any of Paul Nash's films?
Not off the top of my head by name. I'm not really a very what do you call it? I don't know. Knowledgeable person. I've just got a lot of these things, you know.
Yeah. He was like
I don't follow a particular director or anything, but that's exactly like what happened, you know. Look, is this all yours?
This is all mine. Yeah, I built a little video shop.
Yeah. That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
What a grotto you got there. That's fantastic, Steve.
Yeah.
I hope you got a sprinkler system in there, man, because that's a lot of plastic.
I know, it's a lot of plastic.
Yeah.
Scary.
I'm not. Be careful. Be careful where you leave that iron tricycle outside your front door, right? You know, the one that's going around the garden on its own.
Exactly.
maybe leave it in the dark wood lot one night. You know?
In the dark wood lot, yeah. But Nashi was considered Spain's like Vincent Price, or not Vincent Price, but
right.
Vincent. Well, I guess kind of like Vincent Price, I suppose. I don't know. He was always doing, you know, his main character was the werewolf. Vladimir Dubinsky.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I said it still rings a bell because there was a whole load of things on Channel 4. We had a thing called Channel 4, and it started in 1982, I think, in England, and it was the fourth channel. Because we only had 3 until then.
Yeah. Oh.
And when it started, in its inception, it was quite renegade. It had a thing called the Red Triangle series, which was a whole load of banned films, and they somehow or other, you know, it had the one where they're eating the policeman as Long Pig and other things like that, you know. And what's the name of it? The Jean-Luc Godard film, Weekend and stuff like that.
Yeah, Death Weekend.
Yeah. It's just called Weekend. Weekend. But it's got a lot of death in it. Weekend. Yeah, it's a pretty weird film. Anyhow, what was I saying? Yeah, so they were quite renegade in their inception, you know, and then they would play all sorts of stuff. So, you know, including films like Black Candles. Now that's a Spanish horror, type occult voodoo like film, you know.
Joseph, the guy who directed, is it Joseph Larez I'm thinking of? Larez, I think, or is it
could well be,
George Guru? It's either him or George Guru, the guy that directed Let Sleeping Corpses Lie or Breakfast at Manchester, or whatever that was. I can't remember the.
That's English fantastic.
Title. Yeah, great flick.
The Manchester Morgue is amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. Manchester Morgue is so good.
Yeah,
that's such a good film, man. If anyone hasn't seen it, just I think that there's clips of it on YouTube, but the whole thing you'd have to go to another site for.
I love it, man. It's
I've definitely seen clips of it on YouTube.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's amazing, isn't it? I recommend it to anyone with an interest in this genre. It's fantastic, you know.
Oh yeah.
Zombie Holocaust as well is fantastic.
Yeah.
Lucio Fulci.
Fulci, yeah.
Lucio Fulci, the director, yeah. Major.
Did you ever
excellent
see
guy.
his rendition on the Black Cat, Poe's Black Cat?
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I haven't got round to watching it. Yeah, so I'd like to watch that.
Really
yeah,
cool. Really neat how he does that.
Yeah.
Really neat.
But okay,
yeah,
I'll check it, Steve.
Yeah,
sounds
Fulci's
great.
done some interesting flicks, that's for sure.
Fulci's hilarious, and of course all the cannibal films as well. The cannibal films were fantastic, you know. And often
taking
they
the old stock footage
excuse me,
and putting it in there and going,
yeah. But there's a strange thing about, was it Cannibal Xerox? No, this is not Xerox. Xerox is Ferox. That's the one. Cannibal Ferox.
Yeah.
And it was that or Cannibal Holocaust, or maybe both. That had the plot was basically about news teams.
Yeah.
Setting up events to report on, such as, you know, they would somehow or other lock all these villagers in a sort of village long hut, if you will, and set fire to it, and then film them screaming, saying it was like another force, you know, a military thing or whatever going on in the area.
Yeah,
which has huge potential for really what we call red flag events these days.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's what they did with a lot of those films. You'd be like, wow, there's no way they'd get away with that now. There's no way. I think some people.
It's not going to happen.
No, and then you've got what is it? It's known as a virus. What's the proper name for it again? Oh, and they rip off. They actually rip off some of Goblin's. Bruno Mattei, I believe, is the director. And
right,
you know, it's set in a nuclear plant, and you know, it goes into. It, you know, blows up, and, you know, basically, you know, fallout, blah blah blah, and, you know, they turn into zombies, and then next thing you know, this news crew goes to the middle, you know, in the middle of the African sort of jungle, and they you know, hook up with some of these tribes, and you know, a lot of them are, you know, infected, and, you know, things just go totally ape shit. And you're like, wow,
yeah, man.
You know, and of course, they use a lot of the stock footage of these tribes doing their tribal sort of ceremonies and stuff like that. And people back then thought that was like taboo, you know, throwing just stock footage in of these, you know, of these cannibalistic sort of what they.
It's really funny when you, yeah.
You know,
I find the whole stock footage when it switches between the film and stock footage of a tiger walking through a jungle, for instance, and it's really obvious.
the
changeover between the actual film and the stock footage inclusion.
I know,
but they don't care.
No, they didn't care. It's like, you know, most people watch it.
These are the days of cocaine in the music, in the film and the music industry, and they couldn't give a shit as long as it was entertaining, you know.
No, and that's why
and that's how it should be. That's why it's that's why it's so shit now, right? Because there's no fucking rock and roll in anything anymore. It's all been fucking hoovered up the fucking chimney with the rest of it, like, you know, cigarette smoking in pubs, or you name it.
Yeah, it's not the same. Yeah, it's definitely
there's you know, and the sense of fun in the rock and roll aspect is or I can't cite a recent thing that is rock and roll. I just can't. Other than Frank Triggs, he's a rock and roll guy. No, Triggs. Forget it. Excuse my language. Listen, now over 18s.
Yeah, I love Frank. He's a great musician, man. Like I said, I've listened to some of his stuff on his site and everything else. He's an awesome man.
Yeah, man, Frank's an absolutely diamond, mate. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah, yeah,
Totally 100% real.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
there's
a good
some.
guitarist.
Oh, he is. He is. Like I said, this even
Yeah,
that stuff that he posted not too long ago from the
all around
festival.
nice guy.
Yeah, and a nice guy.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
fantastic. Is that pub set? It's amazing,
yeah,
man. He flips his
yeah,
guitar over his neck. He's playing it
yeah,
backwards.
yeah.
It's
Exactly.
fucking amazing.
I
It's just
know.
amazing.
I know. And you don't
That's
see
rock and roll.
too much. Yeah, you don't see much of that anymore. Yeah, like you were saying,
No, man,
especially in
that's rock and
cinema.
roll. Yeah, yeah.
Unless you're
And I mean,
watching.
nowadays, rock and sorry, I was just saying, nowadays, rock and roll is just like when you've got the nearest thing to it is some freaky like leftoid Antifa riots going on, which are
Yeah,
ignored by government. You know what I mean? You're just thinking, well, that's not exactly rock and roll, man. You got the wrong end of the stick there.
exactly. Frank says, "Rock and roll, have fun with it, or there's no point." Absolutely.
Damn
Hey,
right,
Daniel.
Frank. Yeah, absolutely, man. No.
I know it's yeah,
Mhm.
it's too bad. It seems to be I don't want to say a lost art, but it's becoming rare, and it sucks. It really
Yeah,
does suck.
that's with it is being siphoned out of
Yep.
reality
Yep.
because it's too fun and it's
Yep.
too intelligent. That's why
Exactly.
they
Exactly.
were fucking completely eradicate intelligence, wit,
Yep.
fun,
Mm-hmm.
chance, haphazardness out
Mm-hmm.
of the picture.
Yep.
So screw
Yep.
them.
Well, yeah, no, it's so true.
Yeah,
But yeah, absolutely. And that's something that people don't even think about at all, man. They don't think about that.
yeah, man.
It takes people who realize
Yeah.
it to say something, but they don't realize it.
You have to have lived it. You have to have lived it to know, to feel that it's what's being done with it. You have to have been a bit rock and roll to know the score. But if you're a kiddie growing up today, you ain't gonna stand a fucking chance because you ain't gonna get no rock and roll, man.
No.
You
Well,
know
it's
what I
true.
mean?
I mean, it's a lifestyle.
It's against the law. It's against
Yeah.
the community guidelines of reality now.
Well, if you dress up, as somebody might be like, rock sort of prefer like, oh my God, talking about prefer. Oh, I'm having a problem with that word. I don't know
Spit it
why.
out, Steve.
I'm trying to, but like you're walking around with like a jean jacket that has a metal or a rock band on the back or whatever. Just your lifestyle. It's like, oh well, he's satanic.
Yeah,
It's
right.
and
What
this
a
has been a
creepy dude.
stigma for fucking years. It's like, give it up already. Like, seriously, what's so evil
Yeah,
about it? It's because it's
man.
against
They
the
just don't like.
norm.
That's it. That's it. They don't like you expressing imagination,
No.
fun, kinship amongst
Yep.
similarly minded people. That
Yep.
has to be stamped out. Oh
Yep.
yeah.
It's you cannot congregate. You cannot get together, because if you do that, look out, you're up to no good.
Yeah, man. There's a bunch. We used to have the word for it. They call it killjoy.
Yeah, killjoy. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is, man.
It's sad, but reality, and it's really sad, man, that those days are pretty much gone, and it's guys like us, Frank and whoever else that lived through it, that know it, that remember it, that sort of
Yeah,
carry that torch and continue. It's like something like a VHS tape. Hey, and
yeah.
you show some kid today, they're like, "What the hell is that? What is it? What do I
Hmm.
do with it?"
Hmm.
You know?
Hmm.
What do I
Yeah.
do with that?
Or like a vinyl record, or
A vinyl
dare I even
record,
say
yeah.
it? Wait for it, Steve.
Yeah.
A book.
Yeah. You know?
I mean,
what
something
is
as
that?
revolutionary as writing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it all sparks. Sorry. But it all sparks. It all smells very similar to me as the time when writing rhyme was banned and seen as witchcraft in the 1600s or something like that, and
yeah.
Poetry was looked on as an evil thing and all this kind of lark, and must be stamped out and all this kind of thing. So there's always been this kind of oppression from above to try and squash out what we have between us as the plebs. You see, that's the thing that has to be dismantled. The power of connection and the power of congregation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is shown most often now, with well, in England, for instance, in the last 10, 15 years, so many pubs have disappeared. First of all, it was all started in 2009, big time. It was already going by then, but 2009 we had a smoking ban, and the smoking ban said basically, if you want a cigarette, you go outside into the beer garden, And so, for instance, I was DJing at the time, and I remember the first, on the day of the ban, I was DJing. I think it was anyway, whatever, and a pub that was previously full of people having a dance. Basically, they were all dancing outside, and I was playing to an empty room with the bar staff because they all wanted to have a good time and have a cigarette, like they always were having. But I didn't have a problem with that. I could see what was going on. There's not much of a vibe to feed off. Being you're like a goldfish playing with a strange thing in a tank. While the humans are boogieing outside. Excuse me, I'm just going to open my cider, but so there's been a kind of a gradual. There was open planning, and also before then, before the cigarette ban, the smoking ban, and it was the
Oh, we're losing you a bit.
Cameras.
There we go.
Cameras were put up in the street corners and everywhere. Oh, hello. Everyone had to be able to be seen from the bar. There could be no skullduggerous corners where you could get away with this, that, or the other. No, you had to be seen. So there was all these little processes that were quite significant that changed your reality, walking around or going to the pub or whatever. Some straight-laced folk would have hardly noticed it, and it was only us rock and roll sorts who noticed it because it was an effrontery to our privacy, and also to our fun. I want a cigarette, man. I don't want to fucking ask anyone for. I mean, if I go to a place and they like an abode, I've been invited as a guest. I abide by their rules. I'll have a cigarette outside, no problem. But they're not the government, so I abide by them. If they don't like the smell of smoke, it goes in their furniture, whatever it is, I don't care. That's fine. I'll abide by that. I'm not saying just ignore it because you don't care about anyone else's feelings. It's quite the opposite. But that's what the government are doing to the people. Just ignore them, don't care about their feelings, and just implement these things that just make life basically shitter and shitter until you give up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That kind of thing to it. Oppression, my friend.
That's what it is. Cheers, man. I'm gonna have to wait till after work for mine, unfortunately. I'm looking forward to it. But that is looking good. What is that? Cider?
Good health. That is cider. Oh, sorry, I'll just get it in vision. This is a see if I can get this one in. Thatcher. Oops, let's get some better light on it. Like I say, I'm an internet
vintage. Thatcher's
Yeah.
Vintage 2021. Nice.
Not very good at this. There we go.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Somerset, eh? You know, I don't know. I kind of like ciders, but I'm not really completely sold on them yet. I don't know why. I've had a couple that I like, but I don't know.
What I recommend is if you don't like a cider,
Yeah.
when you get it, tip a hit of whiskey on the top of it.
Yeah.
And it will mellow out the sharpness. Yeah, and it will get you in a nice place. Mm-hmm.
I will give that a try for sure.
Totally, man.
I think I'm gonna have to get running anyways. But Rick, it was great to meet you, man. And I don't know
good
if
to
you guys
Steve. Yeah, excellent.
If you guys are alive tonight, I might be live tonight for a few hours, so I don't know if you guys are going to be up or not. But if you are, join me, and we'll have some
Cheers.
more. We'll have some more debauchery.
Yeah, have fun out there.
Yeah. Rick, thanks a lot, man. Really appreciate you coming on.
Cheers,
for the first
Steve.
time and finally meeting you, man.
Excellent. Yeah, that's good news, man. And likewise, yeah. Thanks for having us on, man.
Yeah,
cheers.
Take care, man.
Good.
See you later, everyone.
Good to say hello. All right. Okay. Take care.
Take care. Bye, guys.
Rock and roll.